This is my show, The Sask Show.
Taking the time out today.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, so I'm going to do the introduction. Okay, on today's show, we have Jrpens. This is our Saturday streams to watch. Okay, we are blessed to have him, and we cannot believe we actually got some time from one of the best players in the NHL community. So, as always, the point of these interviews is to help you, the viewer, connect with your favorite streamers or get to know new ones. I want everyone to enjoy getting to know either a new face or an old favorite. So without further ado, I'm gonna present to you Jrpens. All right, we're gonna bring Junior. Oh, look at that! Oh, there he is. Hey, how's it going?
Oh, hey, what's up? How's it going?
All right, okay, guys, we gotta continue on with this now. All right, so how's it going today, Jrpens?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm actually super pumped, man. I'm just happy to have some of the best people on the community come here and bless us with their time, man. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so I guess we'll just get right into this. Where are you from, there, Mr. Pens?
So I'm from, you ever heard of the Wilkes-Barre area? It's like northeastern Pennsylvania where the AHL team of the Penguins is located. But now I went to school out in Pittsburgh, so I just graduated in May, so I'm out in Pittsburgh full-time living.
Did you just say you graduated?
From college, yeah, back in May.
I was going to say you're not 18. You can't be 18.
Yeah, no, I just graduated college.
Really? That's awesome. So what did you take?
My major, it was statistics and predictive analytics, and I minored in computer information systems.
Well, now this kind of makes a little more sense on why you're so analytical.
Yeah, there's some things that I like picked up from school that I think helped me with the game too, for sure. Just kind of, I've always been like growing up playing hockey. Like I've always been interested, like scouting the other team out, seeing what their like weaknesses are and stuff like that. And I'm working on some things right now. Hopefully, can build up my resume with that moving forward. But it's always been an interest of mine. I try to translate that to Chell as much as possible.
Well, you seem like you're like me, man. You apply different knowledge to every. The more you know, the better you are generally, right? That's why I kind of think. Okay, let's moving on. So how long have you been playing the NHL series for?
Started. I was at oldest 5. I might have been a little younger. My dad got me, so I did a Nintendo 64, and I think it was called NHL Breakaway '99. And then I don't know if you ever saw the game. It was like Wayne Gretzky's 3D hockey. It was like a 3-on-3 mode. But what's funny about that now is that was one of the first games I grinded, and that was played on broadcast mode.
What?
So that's what I was used to when I was younger. So I don't know if that's maybe what's helping right now, like in champs.
Like a blast from the past, accidental blast
Yeah.
from the past, right?
Yeah, but it's like that, and then I just kind of stuck with. I was playing like the NHL, like probably 03 to 06, like at my friend's house or my cousin's house. But then I got a PS2 when 07 came out. Then from then up until 21, I played every single one except for I think a 10 because that was on PS3. But I didn't have one yet. But I've played every NHL since. But competitively, I'd say 13 and 14 was when I started, and then I took some time off in 18, so I made my comeback, and I've just been grinding since.
I like how I took some time off and made my comeback. The long-awaited return of Jrpens.
Right? Yeah, took a couple years off with like junior hockey and that, and then my freshman year, once I was toward the end of that, once I was settled in with school, I was able to figure out how like my schedule worked with like playing this game again.
Right on, man. Yeah, well, freaking, I'm pretty involved in the community. It's great. It's pretty much a great community. I mean, there's there's trolls, there's dickheads, there's assholes, but that's in every part of life, not just this game, right?
Yeah,
so I think this community
exactly.
is pretty good. I've known about you for a little while. You weren't streaming for a while, like not consistently. Like seems like now you're streaming mostly all the time.
Yeah, so I tried to when I was in school, and there was times it just didn't work between classes, projects I had, like work in school, and then hockey took up a good bit of time. But now, like, I'm working full time now, but I'm working from home. So I'm not like I don't have my commute every day. Like I'm just kind of home most of the time. So and without having hockey now, I just have a lot more free time. So I'm able to finally do what I've been trying to do the last couple of years consistently.
Yeah, that's good. It's going. Is it going pretty good for you? Enjoying it?
Yeah, I started I think toward the end of May, mid May. So I've been working a little over 6 months now, but I love it.
That's awesome. Okay, so a lot of top players are known for doing something unique, like Nuke has his nuke shot. Are there anything that like? Do you have a? I coined this term. You can use it. A Pens play. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
There you
so
go. There's a Pens play. What's your Pens play?
so it started out with the rebounds, like just rebound goals, like pass off the pads. But then I think it went into a mix of like D to Ds,
Yeah,
or basically any like broken goal. I think's been associated with me. Like there's a lot of times where people score a broken goal and they're like, oh, I just scored a Pens goal.
yeah. No, now it's a Pens play. Okay, it's a
Yeah,
Pens play. Duke has his nuke shot. Now you have your Pens play. You like
Pens
that?
play. I like that.
You
I
like
like
that?
that. Yeah.
I like to be good with the words. The English language is my little tool chest. So yeah, I coined that. I was like, well, how can I phrase this? He's gonna like this. I think he's gonna like this. Pens play.
I
D.
might I might just start using that.
Yeah, this is a Pens play number one.
I like that.
I hope you did, man. I thought about it. Actually was pretty freaking tired. You rated me last night, and I didn't go to bed till I think 5 o'clock, and I woke up at 10, not even 10 o'clock to go work today. I own my own
Oh
company, and
wow.
I had to go work on Saturday because we've been pretty slow. So I was like, I better go make some money. Don't need to, but I better go make some money. I'm getting lazy. Getting too lazy, man. Okay,
You
so
big you a big coffee guy?
um, okay. Personally, I love coffee. Coffee does not love me. I got IBS, so it's not good.
Okay, gotcha.
IBS is
Yeah,
a bitch if you have if you drink coffee and you have IBS, it's not good.
gotcha. Yeah.
Especially Tim's, man. Tim's literally goes.
I have some Tims downstairs actually.
Tim's coffee, man, is fucking. It's good. It's the creamer. I think they use a messed up kind of creamer, man. I don't like it.
Okay.
But we're getting into the old school. I used to be like a 3-and-3 drinker, and then a 2-and-2, and then a 1-and-1, and now I can't believe I'm actually a black coffee drinker. I drink black coffee now.
The only so far, like I've been trying, the only coffee I could drink black is that King's Coast that like Sleeves always promotes.
Is it pretty good? He promotes it pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. Like if you're just like if you're looking into anything, the Easy Morning Blend I think is their best like go to. I was working on an order to get some more for like their Christmas sales, but I think that's like the good go to start out with them.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
I enjoy watching your streams, man, and listening to your different strategies. I was just wondering, maybe are you going to be doing some YouTube videos, or do you already have some?
So funny you mention that. People have been talking about that to me this year. I've been saying I'm going to. I just haven't yet. There's a couple like video ideas I have in mind. It's just I think the hardest part is getting that first video out, just
Yeah.
like kind of getting a feel for everything. But once like you get that first one, at least this is what I think, like theoretically. Once that first one's out, I understand the process of a video, then I can start rolling them out. It's just I'm trying to figure out how to go with the first one. Plus, like I think I'll need to find someone to help me with like the video editing because that is not my strong suit by any means.
It's hilarious because I I'm kind of known as like one of the shootout kings. Like in 2020, I started my shootout thing. I was literally number one for like 2 weeks, and then I ended up top 100. And I wanted to start doing videos on tutorials on Deeks and goalie. And I talked to lots of people, and there's two free ones. There's Filmora and there's a DaVinci that are free and that are simpler to use. And I tried to use it. I'm like, this is not simple. I'm not like maybe I'm simple, but this is not.
Yeah, that's how like some of the that's the thing. Like I want the software. Like I know like Adobe's expensive, but like I just don't know how to use any of them.
Well,
I just feel like I'll be spending hours on it.
yeah, no sleeves does Filmora and it's free.
Okay.
And Da Vinci is also free, which Waba plays and a couple other guys. Just I do my homework, man. If I don't know something, I try to do my homework because I don't like to look stupid and talk about shit I don't know. So we those are the two best programs, Filmora and DaVinci, that are free. That's what I
Okay,
recommend.
let me write these down real quick, just so
Yeah, for sure.
I want to look into them a bit later. Let
I
me here.
I looked into DaVinci and Filmora. Filmora seems for me a little bit simpler to operate. So I don't know.
Okay,
Take that as you will. I don't know.
which one was that you said that seemed better?
Filmora. It's just
Okay,
like film and then ORA.
and who uses that one?
No sleeves.
Okay,
He's the one
I'll
that
have
told
to
me about it.
I'll have to talk to him about that then.
Yeah, you can be like John Wayne and call him at night. I think it's John Wayne, or no, maybe it's not John. It's somebody. I think it might be John Wayne that calls Cam at nights and be like, "Hey, is this card worth buying?" He's like, "Fuck, I'm sleeping." I had Cam on.
I could see that. If it's not John, I could see John doing that.
I had Cam on here. He was a fucking treat, man. It's
Really?
yeah, he was really fun, man. Like, usually I follow somebody like you. I just started recently following you, so I started like getting to know you and your like personality, but like I don't really have an idea of how the interviews are going to go. But like it's cool when I see somebody and I'm like, I think this will go good, and then it just goes way better than I think. And that's how Cam was. Like I knew it was going to be a good one, but he had so much. He dropped little tidbits and all this stuff, so it's like it's cool to like get to know. This is why it's so fun. This kind of format, like you're not playing, you're not really trying to win or look bad on stream. It's just this format's so fun for me, and hopefully you're having a decent time already.
Yeah, I am. And no, I would have expected that with Cam. He's a great guy, funny guy too, but great guy.
He's got no hair because he did that huge fundraiser. That was cool.
Yeah, that's how my broadcast champs thing started because they were at $6,900 with like 20 minutes left, and I said, if you guys hit 8K, I'll do a stream on broadcast champs, and
Oh,
they put another 1,100 in like at the very end. They made a push for it.
I
I
just
didn't think they were gonna do it, but
I I got real weird things that go through my head. I'm gonna tell you, I like to be honest. Like, check this out. This is funny. So I'm looking at your picture right now, where you are on the couch above that head, and I'm just thinking, I wonder what you would look like bald, and I think it'd be fucking hilarious.
I actually back in high school, so my senior year, I had my hair really long,
Yeah,
but all before that, I was just buzz cut.
buzz cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I, I'm happy. I have no weird shaped head. Like I'm starting to lose my hair. I'm 40 damn years old, so it's okay, right? It's
Yeah.
boom. I don't care. Gone, man. I don't know. Some people have those weird lumpy, bumpy heads. I wouldn't want to
Mhm.
shave my head. You got cone shaped head and stuff, and weird shaped head.
Yeah, I got my what's it called? I got some pictures I can find I can dig up to show you, but I I always put off getting haircuts. I just hate going for them, and I have been needing one now for the last probably 2 weeks, and I forgot to get one. And from now until January 4th, like Pennsylvania's in a shutdown again, so
Ooh,
I think I'm stuck now for a couple weeks without a haircut.
really? You don't have
Yeah,
clippers at your home, or you're too?
I
That's not
do,
your
but
style.
no.
I
I'll,
like my hair.
if I use them, I'll be looking like sleeves.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That's my only option.
This question, this is what I like when I interview somebody and they give me stuff to work with. So I love it, man. Like I'm thankful I haven't had a lot of people on the show that if you ask a question, go yeah, then just drop the conversation. So I'm gonna say, what's one of the weirdest haircuts that you have? I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours. We'll share. We'll be like sharing.
What do you mean? What do you mean weirdest haircut?
Like, okay, I'll tell you mine. I used to have
Okay.
cornrows and I dyed them blue. Fucking don't I don't know why. Literally white guy cornrows blue. Blue cornrows on a white guy. I don't know. Have you
Um,
had like a mohawk or a party in the back, business in front, party in the back, or anything like that?
I'm trying to think because all I really had was uh either so other than how my hair is now, I had either a buzz cut or I looked like Justin Bieber like back in the day. Like those were my two. Those were the two like hairstyles I had. So I don't know, maybe one of those. I never really did anything too crazy.
Oh, I used to go crazy with my hair. I don't. I had
I
other influences in my life, so
I agree with that's SOG in the chat. I would pay to see Blue Cornrows ask.
dude, it was bad. Like you know, I don't know why what possessed me to do it, but when you take cornrows out, your hair looks awesome. It looks so funny. Have you ever seen somebody take out cornrows before?
I haven't though.
It's just huge and it's like a mess. It's just like natty. It's everywhere. So gross. Yeah. It's so gross.
If you want a story, well,
Yeah.
this is with facial hair. This isn't with like my actual hair. This might be something you're looking for.
Okay.
So you know how there's like No Shave November every year,
Oh
like
yeah.
how people do that. So like for hockey, we do that, and I was looking. So this was I think sophomore year of college. I'm trying to think of my room. It was freshman or sophomore year of college, and I was trying to do it. But my like facial hair was still kind of like a blonde, like peach fuzz almost. And what I decided to do is I went to Walmart and got some of that like just for men dye, and I went to put it in like a goatee to see how it would look. And I'll have to find you the picture, but I didn't read the instructions. I left it on for too long, and it didn't dye my hair. It dyed my skin black.
Oh.
So I was stuck with like a black goatee for probably. I think it took 6 showers to get it out.
No Jut. Big Jut is actually. I think Big Jut's from your area. You're from. Yeah, he said Pittsburgh is. He's Big Jut's. Been a long time friend. He's 10 years now playing games, and he's from the Pittsburgh area too,
Oh, okay.
Pennsylvania. I think.
Yeah, we're shutting down again.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, no, Big Jut was like he's. I used to MMA fight, and he's like, "Is that when you were a fighter?" I'm like, "No, that was when I was a drug addict." If you want to be real honest about it, I don't have
Trying
nothing.
to
I have no shame talking about my past, man. Whatever. That's in the past. That's what a beautiful thing is about the past. I'm not like that anymore.
Mhm.
So we're gonna get back into questions. Okay, in the NHL community, who is, in your opinion, is the hardest challenge for yourself?
The hardest challenge? It's it's hard to give a definitive answer because there's a couple people I'd rather play in person to fully gauge.
Yeah.
But just in terms of like playing on, I'd probably say Nuke.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just the way he plays. It's just
Yeah,
I,
cause
I haven't put him on 21 yet, but so I don't know how it is at since the Nuke shot. I don't think is there as much, but like I just feel like I can't defend that guy. Like no matter what I do, like I feel like I'm always right there. I'm beating him, but I just couldn't.
doesn't that must suck? Hey, it's just like just beat 99% of the population. This one dude, you're like, "Come on, dude." I I think he even admits he's not as good as he was, but that doesn't mean nothing. He's always so modest too. So I he you know what is cool? You and him. There's a lot of guys that are top level competitors that kind of play almost identical. Like
Hmm.
right, you know what I mean, right? They kind of
Yeah.
all play the same moves, the same back skate style. And there's people like in the community that I know. I think the most unique style is well, Gren is probably one of them for sure. He's insane. Regs is insane with his like basic. I love the way Regs plays, man. He doesn't. He just is basic, but just deadly. Like he's not too flashy, you know.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the most frustrating guys to play because like he'll just possess the puck until something opens up. And even when you think you have it covered, he still threads it through and you're just thinking like how. But I think what people don't talk about with Regs is like his defense is good, but I think what makes him as good as he is his defense.
Yeah, that's the most underrated part of anybody's game. I mean, if you can
Yeah.
conquer, I mean, scoring goals isn't too hard, but it's like if you get too many goals scored against, it doesn't even really matter how good you are if you just keep allowing goals. I mean,
Hmm.
so I think defense is it's 50-50, man. If anybody thinks any other, I don't know. Guess you'll see when you play somebody who's really good offensively too.
Yeah, there's a couple people where it's like that, but I don't know. Something about Riggs' defense. Like, I feel he's the toughest player to score on
Okay,
out of like all the top guys that play.
so every interview we come after about 5 or 6 questions, and guess what? We've asked a couple 5, 6 questions now. We play a game called "What's in Your Hand," and when I asked you some of your favorite things, this is like show and tell, and this is where you get to. This is not a structured question. This is just get to know you. So I'm gonna put an object in your hand, and don't worry, it's a clean object for you. There's been one person I put a dirty object in, and it was the most funny thing ever. It was OG Kevin Bacon. It was, you know what we put? We put a we put a what was it? One of the fucking one of those pocket penises or pocket pussies or something like that. And he's like, "Oh, you found my dog toy." I fucking just lost it. I lost it. So we're gonna put something in your hand that's definitely not dirty like that. So you're gonna tell me
All right.
why you brought this, okay?
All right.
There you go. Oh, it looks like a Five Finger Death Punch album. I don't know. That's the one I like. That's one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's one of my favorite bands actually. I've listened to them a lot before hockey, especially in high school. I'd listen to them before every hockey game. Just no, they're one of my favorite bands. I like how it's cool too. How like at their concerts, like the guy always brings up like little kids on stage, and like talks to them, and always takes a minute to like thank all the kids for coming.
One thing
Something I would like.
that is, you know what, man, I really like that they're all about the military too. They like
Mm-hmm.
they're all like a lot of their videos are military based, and like giving props up to the armed forces that protect sort of freedoms and liberties, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're. I've never seen them live, but once things go back to normal, they're the top of my list of who I want to see.
Big simp, man. I think you're just wishing. I like that. Something. You want to simp to Sask, but that was not gonna happen. Anyways, oh my god, simp, man. You can always rely on somebody named Simp to say some fucked up shit, right? Your name is Simp. Enough said. I love people, and all colors and everything, but it doesn't mean I can't make fun of people. Hey, whoa, no, don't time. Oh, so G timed him out. So G, fuck, he's always whatever. We're gonna put your second object into your
Right.
hands. All right, here you go. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a nice jersey.
Ooh,
That's a nice one.
Penguins. Yeah, I have one of those upstairs. I have a Connor
That?
Sherry one of those dark ones. Yeah.
So that's why you brought it, because that's one of your favorite jerseys that you swear possibly.
Best team, Pittsburgh Penguins. I have. Who's your team?
Oh, just the Oilers. It's
The
funny.
Oilers. Okay.
It's sad, man. At least you guys win cups and make it to the playoffs.
I mean, you guys have two of the best players in the game right now. That's just a matter of being able to build around them. That's the thing. I mean, McDavid is nuts, dude.
Yeah, I always think, well, how does McDavid feel being on a team that never makes the playoffs? He's like the best hockey player almost ever, and it's like you can't even make it to the playoffs ever. Ouch.
Yeah, I mean, he's how old is he now? He's 23. He still has a lot of time.
Yeah, but like I can't be too much fun, man, when you're like, dude, I'm like the best. Like not even if you're modest and everything, you're gonna be like, and when you go home, you're like, pretty good. I'm just kind of getting mad about not making the playoffs.
So, if there's any positives to look at right now from like externally, uh, the one thing is like when you play versus in the game, like the top couple teams are usually the best teams in the league, and I'd say players are ranking the Oilers like top 3 in versus this year, which is different from any other year. So I don't know if
Yeah.
that's maybe some hope for some things to come IRL, but it's something I've noticed that everyone's trying to be Edmonton now in the game
That's a weird
because
thing.
they're starting to get that depth now around. Because they could have been McDavid, they could have been the Oilers the last couple of years with McDavid, but it's this year where I'm starting to see them saying like this is a team we could use now.
Okay. It also might have to do with like I really love McDavid. I didn't believe in McDavid until I sat like right by the glass and I watched him play. And holy man, he is so insane and so fast and so strong and so big and hard on the puck too. Like this year was the first year that I thought his card was actually good. All the other years, I mean, they weren't bad, but like for the best player, I didn't see his value compared. It's weird. It's like putting Ovechkin at 80 some speed, 81 or 2 speed. Like what the hell are you doing, EA?
Yeah, so I've actually had a bit of a stinger
Oh,
with him the last 2 years. So for GWC, like how we do our drafts with Ultimate Team,
okay.
I got the number one pick the last 2 years, and both times I chose McDavid over Crosby, and both times I lost to the guy who had Crosby in the lineup.
And watch, I guarantee if you pick Crosby this year, you'd lose to somebody with McDavid. That's
I
just
know,
the
like,
way shit goes.
this past year, like I was thinking, like, do I take McDavid again? I don't know. Maybe I take Crosby this time, and I took
Lose to
McDavid, and
McDavid.
same thing happened again.
Oh man. Okay, so back to some questions here. So outside of streaming, what are some of your hobbies?
Uh, it's kind of tough right now with
Well, yeah.
like COVID going on. I've just been. This has probably been like my top hobby at this time, just because I'm trying to like just keep doing the best I can. Also, being away from home doesn't help too. But I started actually helping out the like RMU's NCAA team, like tracking stats and that for their home games. So I'm able to get into the rink a little bit now. I started up one of my buddies, got me back in the men's league again. I've been doing that on and off now whenever it's available, but I think that's going to be on hold now for a bit. Just kind of working on some side projects, like how I had that book I made with Jack Han. Kind of
I heard
look at
about
some
that.
other things to do with it. Yeah, that was a project we've been working on for a lot over the summer, but
Well,
got some good feedback on it too, which is nice. I'm trying to I think I'm at the point now where I want to start like helping people get better. Like I'm going to still compete, but I want to help people kind of get better too. And the one thing I've been known for is like playing, I guess, unorthodox compared to other top players.
yep, that's
So
true.
maybe showing a different way on how to approach the game might help some guys out.
Yeah, it will. I mean, advice from a top player. You don't want to take advice from a guy who never goes to freaking does anything, right? It's like, hey, I know how to play. Well, you know how to play. Obviously, you're one of the very few people that I freaking, that's made. I think you've made some money from this, haven't you? From tournaments.
Yeah, I've made a good bit over the last couple of
Yeah,
years.
that's all we
Hopefully,
do. We don't need
you keep
no. We
going.
don't.
But yeah,
I'm not asking for a financial statement. Sir, we'd like to see your tax returns. What are you, Donald Trump? Oh God, yeah, that's deadly. But yeah, that book. That was a later question, but since we're talking about that book, you want to tell us about how that came to be, or what it's about
yeah.
exactly?
So it was back in I don't know if it was January or February. Jack actually reached out to me on Twitter, just asking about the game, like a tip or two, or
Who's
what I
Jack?
think.
Who's Jack? Though, just wondering. I don't know.
He used to be coach for the Maple Leafs and the Marlies,
Oh, that's the
and
guy
now
we were playing the other day.
yeah. So he kind of I think is doing his own thing now with analytics, and he reached out to me, and especially during COVID, he's spending a lot of time in Chell
Hmm.
working on the skills in this game and seeing like the translation from this to real hockey. And we've kind of been talking the last couple months over like he was asking for tips on like how stuff in the game works, like what you can do differently. And then he made his first book. I think it was called Hockey Tactics. And after that, he messaged me. He's like, "Hey, want to do a book about Shell now?" I said, "Yeah, sure." So we kind of been that
Nice.
was what our project was over the summer, where we were.
So,
Uh,
would you like to advertise your book in here where people can get it?
could yeah. So I can drop the link.
Yeah,
It's on
drop a
I think
link.
Gumroad's site. Let me pull up the link real quick.
Yeah, for sure, man. We always want you to be able to promote your stuff on here too.
Thank you. Yeah. So there's the book, the link to it,
Oh, we're gonna
and
have to
then
work on that one to
we,
make
we
it.
already have a NHL 21 chapter providing updates to the game. We might be working on another one or two, but we're kind we're trying to do things to keep pushing the book like afterwards,
That's pretty
adding
cool,
on
man.
to it.
That's really
Like,
cool. That's awesome. It figures you go with something like that because I just seen you were talking. I think okay, I watch so many streams and I watch so many people. I want to get this right. I think you are the one that was talking about how the fourth line doesn't really matter. Because that was you, right? Yeah,
yeah, that was.
that was yeah. Because you're just like me. Like I have my team and I have a whole bunch of sin plugs. And people are like, "Why do you have that?" I said, "Well, first of all, when you score with those, it's the best. It
That
really
is
is.
true.
It really is.
Yeah.
If you assist and score with a 59 and 60 card, it's like the other person is just like, I hate my life. I hate my life.
No, but how I feel about it is because I tried only rolling two D lines, and that you cannot do. You need three lines of defense. The third line could be a little bit of a drop off to the top two, but you need three lines that are playable. Offensively, though, you don't like your fourth line might get two shifts during the game.
Yeah.
And if I sacrifice a little bit toward, so the way I look at it, my lines are usually tired at the end of the first and second, which it's sped up time. So if there's 2 minutes left, that's what, maybe 30 seconds where I have to just kind of hold the fort. And the third period, you have a timeout to use anyways. So later on in the year, I'm going to get a fourth line, but how I feel now is these team sins, like we were talking last night, these team sins are game changers for your team.
Yeah,
And I think it's more valuable to have an extra team synergy and to sacrifice one line of offense to go from two shifts to one or none than to have that fourth line who plays those two shifts where everyone's like a little bit slower or they're a little bit worse at their acceleration. Like I'd rather have that bump for all my top guys than and just take away a little bit from the back end.
Oh
Because
yeah.
my top core is the same. It's just like the very bottom of the bunch.
I was gonna ask. Last year, I last year was my very first year in Hutton, and I joined like three months late, and I just found that last year the team synergies didn't matter as much as this year. I think this year they've done a better job at like the way the team feels from the team synergies. Like I did lots of little tiny experiments last year, and I felt like it didn't really matter. But this year, I think it really actually does matter. I don't know about how you feel on that.
So the reason why, so I have distributors Spark and Swarm right now.
Yeah, that's great.
And
I love it.
Swarm, well, distributors plus the speed, and when you stack that with Howitzer Speedster, I mean those guys are on plus 6 or 7, which is
Exactly.
big. But so with Swarm, it only takes 8
Yeah, I know.
out instead of 10. And the thing with that is, I like last year in, I don't know if you saw, Sleeves and Gamer Saloon ran a Hut Connected League where it was like GM connected, but we did with base cards. And I had like the equivalent distributor last year, and I played regs in the playoffs with. It was called Takeaway Kings, but it's like Swarm now. And what I noticed with him is it was like the puck was a magnet on his stick, and if it's only 8 points to take that,
Yes, it's
on
definitely.
top of the two. So I see the two biggest ways to score in 21. It's force passes
Yeah.
and catching defensemen who are flat-footed and burning them.
Mhm.
So what I figured is, how can I make up for those? If those are hard things, how can I make my team better? To prevent forces, a higher defensive awareness helps that, and that's what Swarm has. So all my defenders, I think, are 96 plus D awareness, so forces don't really work against me. And then with Spark, it's +4 acceleration, so my guys aren't getting caught flat-footed now. Like
Exactly.
if someone has Lafleur and if I go at him in the first like 2 seconds, my guys are just as fast as him. It's just over after like 3 seconds, his speed will pick off, but my guys are right there with him now.
Yeah, no, I know you came in here last night and where I was talking with you, but I want a top player to try my balanced and barrage synergy style, man. If you if you if you have any time and because like I know you love D2Ds, man. Oh my god, it literally makes every fucking person on your team insanely dangerous. Like it was like my third and fourth lines were all mid 90s shot. Like my D to
Right.
Ds, I love D to Ds also. I love them. Great
Mhm.
part of hockey. You create a lot of opportunities off them. But with the barrage and balance, your guys' balance are hard as hell to get off the puck. And with the barrage, man, and I had one a light the lamp too. It was crazy. Every person was like just a threat, not speed wise, but I didn't care because I need to learn how to pass better. So instead of using speed, I was using passing accuracy in plays and timing. And then just every shot, it was so dangerous. It's a ridiculous approach to the game too, and it's interesting and it was fun. That's why we call ours the Sin Experiments.
Yeah. Like my barrage is definitely the next one I want to target. I'm just waiting for the more like the higher
Yeah,
like say times two synergy players to come out. But what I have right now in the meantime, because you were saying you don't have distributor, but you have howitzer and speedster.
same difference.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm kind of looking at that with barrage because they're shutdown, which gives you +3 to your shooting.
yeah,
So what I have is my D to Ds I hit with my left hand defenseman. My top two are Yossi and Ekholm,
you
who
like
both
those?
have shutdown. So it's like I have barrage on them.
Yeah.
And that Bowmeister just came out after this weekend. Once his price goes down a bit, I'm going to get him too since he has shutdown. So I'm trying to make that so my defensemen have it
Yeah,
for right
it's
now.
great. It's you know what I people are all like take out the sins. I'm like, you know what, man? You're just taking out a big part of the fun of the game. Part of the fun for me is like I literally have sold my team twice. I've had $2.5 million in the bank, spend it all, rebuilt the team, sold it all within a week or two. Just why? Like I want to try new cards, new synergies.
Yeah.
I'm on the heart and soul grind right now, bud. Oh my god, I'm telling you, heart and soul is the biggest freaking underlooked one. It's huge, man.
Which ones does it have again?
It's the heart and soul. It's really hard to get because the players are absolute crap. It's
Right.
like they're really not good, but they're coming out with some better players that have them. But listen to this: 4+ balance, 4+ endurance, 4+ face-offs, 4+ shot blocking for the whole team.
The
That's
endurance is
huge.
the endurance is huge, especially if you're running three lines. That
Yes,
endurance helps you out.
exactly. And the balance on the puck is crazy.
Hmm.
My next thing I'm gonna try and do is maybe heart and soul with balanced and speedster and howitzer because the balanced is really nice for your overall team, and like it's just try heart and soul. I literally put together the worst team and I was winning. I had like 82, 83, and I had nobody, and I felt better with my 82 team than I did with an 87 or 88 team because of balance and like the endurance. I was like, damn, that endurance is going to be big, or big 4 face-offs. That's a lot. Or block
Hmm.
shots with 4. That's everybody on your team just blocking like crazy. And I mean, your defense just like me too. I mean, realizing it's a big part of the game. So it's a really cool
Yeah.
synergy that nobody wants, and it's obviously EA doesn't want you to have it either because they put shit players, which sucks. But you know what, man? That's just why, like, how I figured out how howitzer and speedster, if you don't want to get distributor, gives you a different option for speed. Like
Right.
it's the same. That's why I love sins, man, because there's so many ways to go about it, and as long as it works for you, it doesn't matter if it works for somebody else. Who cares?
Yeah. I like it because like how you're talking the strategy with it. Like
Yeah,
it
it's
gives
fun.
you other ways to look at it and see how you can help your team based on what you want to look for.
And I think this year they've done a good job at putting multiple cards out with different sins. Like they have one card like Crosby with 2 spark or whatever
Hmm.
with 2 different synergies or what, like just multiple things. So you're like, okay, this card isn't that good. Wait a minute, if you put this synergy, ooh, wait, it actually is better than that higher card. Or like
Hmm.
it's so many variations, man. I love it.
Yeah. Like in 19, there were 5 team sins, and people only were able to get 3 out of 5 for GWC. I was able to squeak out 4,
Ooh,
but on 20, I felt they threw in a lot last year. Like I hit every single team sin easily, and this year seems like it's tougher than last year.
that's good
So
though.
I'm curious to see how if I can squeak out 4 or 5 maybe, but we'll see as
Three
more cards
three is
come
the
out. But
most I've gone. It's really hard to get
mhm,
more than 3 right now. It will be easier when you
yeah,
get the 2 and the 4
exactly.
sins. It'll be a lot easier, but that's
Like team of the year last year had helped out. Like for example, I think the team of the year Binnington had 3 team synergies, and he had ×4 to each of them. Like if you get that on your team, you're golden.
okay. That was a nice little sidetrack discussion about
Mhm.
strategies. We both like to talk about strategy.
Yeah, we could do it all day.
You're good, but it's fun. It's awesome
Yeah.
because bouncing ideas and be like, hey, I didn't really think of it. Like when I built my barrage and balanced, everybody was like, "What the hell are you doing?" And then they saw me play. They're like, "Holy shit, 90, 90, 91, 99." Freaking everybody was like a god shot. Mario Lemieux
Yeah.
had a god shot. He had 99, 99, 97, 99. I was like, oh
Wow.
my god.
It's funny you say that because whenever I try something in this game, that's what people say. Like,
Yeah.
what the hell are you doing until I do it? And then they're like, oh, well, maybe it works.
Hey, dude, and if it doesn't work, it'd be like, hey, at least I had the balls to try it. You go ahead and get your distributor howitzer and speedster. Okay, you.
Yeah. Like for tournaments, how I feel is if you do the same, if you just copy what someone else does,
You're
you're
busy.
limiting yourself
Yeah.
because one, you only know what they know, and two, you're not going to do it better than them. So, because like you're learning off them, you're not going to be as good as them at what they're doing. So you need to try to find what you like from different people and try to incorporate that into your game, and then see what else. If there's anything new you can find, you're at a huge advantage.
Oh yeah, that's why. That's why I tried. I was like, well, I don't. I'm not the greatest at the game, so winning or losing really doesn't matter to me. So I'm like, I'm gonna check something out. We don't need to go fast. Let's go make everyone dangerous. All right. So hey, what kind of work do you do, by the way?
So right now I work at it's a pharmaceutical company in Pittsburgh. I'm kind of like on the back end with like the database. I'm a systems analyst, so I'm like looking in, seeing like maintaining all the like the forms they give out or the automated emails. Basically seeing if there's anything we can improve, like stuff on the back end. I'm kind of like on the IT side of things with it, but I've been there since mid May, and I love everything about it so far.
That's cool. That's real nice. So let's see. Do you have any pets at home? Do you got any animals?
Any pets? The cat I live with, he has a German Shepherd Lab mix. His name's Tucker. Yeah.
Are you a big dog fan, cat fan?
So this is the first time I'm actually living with a dog. I've always had cats. I always liked dogs, just I never had one because like growing up, both my parents had them growing up, but with just always being on the move with hockey,
Oh yeah.
we just didn't want to put time into a dog that we knew like we couldn't give. We felt it's not fair where a cat's more independent, so that's where we kind of just been like sticking with cats.
Cats don't need you at all. They're like, feed me, change my thing, thanks, fuck off.
Yeah, exactly. They only want you in the winter
Yeah,
and
they're
when
like,
in the heat.
yeah. Hey, so do you play any other games than hockey, like video games, or just straight hockey?
Um, right now, pretty much just I'll dabble in Call of Duty a bit.
I
I'm
like
spending
how you
more
like to
time
dabble.
now. I'm spending more time in the new Call of Duty. It still hasn't been much, but like I've only been able to play out of all the CODs. I've tried all of them basically. The only one I've been able to play for more than 2 months was Black Ops One. I played that game for like 5 years.
Damn.
I don't know. I felt that game was so much better than all the other ones, and this is kind of like growing off that one. So that's why I'm able to play this one a bit more. But I really wish they would just remaster that game because you can still play it on like the 360 or the PS3, but every lobby you go in now, it's either a guy's invisible or he has infinite health. So I kind of hope that they like remaster it so I can actually play it again.
Hey, how do you know he's invisible? You can't see him. Just a question. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. He shot me, man. He was right in front of me. The bullets were coming in front of me. I don't know which one.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Um, I don't know if you're a traveler, but if you could travel in anywhere in the world, where do you think you would go?
Probably Europe. Just
Europe?
like to visit, you mean?
Yeah, just to visit, not to play NHL.
Yeah, Europe. Well, I've only been like in the U.S. and Canada, so I've always heard of people like how neat like Europe is. I've always wanted to try it, go over and see how it is. Just haven't had the opportunity yet.
Yeah,
Which
man.
now, I mean, I might. It's just COVID hitting. It's
Yeah,
tough, but we'll see.
it's pretty crazy. Me, I won't be
Mhm.
going anywhere anytime soon. I'm not allowed to leave the country.
Really.
Oh no, 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 no! They don't want me anywhere in the world. I think I'm prohibited everywhere in the world. So Saskol has to stay in his own province. I used to be a really bad person, not a bad person per se. I never treated anybody wrong. I did a lot of shit, and thank God I didn't get caught for most of it. I got caught for some bad stuff, but not like real crazy stuff. Like nothing. too, nothing sick or anything.
Right.
So
So I'm not great with like whole geography of Canada. Where are you in relation to like the U.S.
North
states?
Dakota,
Like,
right above North Dakota.
okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'm just not good with that
Okay, well,
stuff.
you know
But
where BC is, right?
yeah,
British Columbia. Okay, well, next province over is Alberta. Then we're after that. It's BC, Alberta, and then Saskatchewan, then Manitoba.
okay,
So yeah,
okay,
we're
gotcha.
right in the middle above the Dakotas. Yeah, I looked that up so I can talk to you and tell people where I am in Canada. You know,
Yeah.
most people can't say Saskatchewan. It's so funny if I go into a new lobby or I find a new streamer or anything, and I go in there and they're like Sask Sask Drifter, Sack Drifter. I'm like, no, it has an S. It's Saskatchewan. Sask. Sa- oh yeah, you're from the states. You can't say Saskatchewan.
I think I just knew of it because of always seeing like where hockey players are from, and I just got like I've been exposed to it before at least.
Oh shit, yeah. No, I'm from Saskatchewan. And hey, I'm not good with United States geography. Pittsburgh, in relation to me, are you West Coast or East Coast?
I'm
Middle Coast?
East Coast. You know where Lake Erie is?
Oh yeah, yeah. I
I'm
know.
like below. I'm below Lake Erie.
Okay, cool, cool. Like, we don't. I hate geography, man. I'm not good at that at all. It's one of
Yeah, it's I understand for the most part, at least in terms of states, U.S. But outside of that, like I know Toronto, Niagara, Halifax. But outside of that, it's kind of fuzzy for me.
it's okay, man. You don't need to know it. It doesn't matter. Hey,
Well, then Vancouver too, but
yeah, yeah. Okay, so when you stream, do you have any pet peeves?
uh, find pet peeves like with streaming. Like,
Um,
do you have if you have an
pet
example?
peeves if like you're trying to play and somebody's like donating one bit at a time just to bug you, or just something that they try to piss you off, even though I know you don't get really pissed off like me or Josh or somebody crazy like that. But
Yeah, I mean, probably just. I mean, it's died down a lot. I think since Twitch came with the Insta bans, but probably just not trolls necessarily, because I'm all for the memes and that, but when someone comes in and like just spam something inappropriate, I guess like that is what I would say.
or for
Just
me,
like
I'll tell you one of my pet peeves is when somebody comes in. I don't mind advertising. If you're a good supporter, everything, I'll gladly help. But if you just come in and
mhm.
go, I'm streaming, or like it's like, dude, who the hell are you? I mean, not that I want to be a dick like that automatically, but you should at least say hi before. Or people, here's maybe this one might bother you. Want to one versus one me? It's like you said you did. I've never seen you. You didn't even follow. You know what I tell people? I say, yeah, for $5.99 we'll play. It's just the fuck.
Hey, it's a good thing. Yeah, no, that's
That's what I
that.
do.
What I'll do is I'll send the gamer saloon link. I'll say you want to play. Let's go.
Then they're like, they don't even answer. They're like, yeah, no. They're like, nope. Yeah, Jr. is a chill guy, man. I wish I don't really have a lot of chill. Like right now, I'm pretty chill because I'm interviewing
Hmm.
and I'm happy. But like when I'm playing, I'm not a very chill guy. I'm the exact opposite. People tell me to relax. I'm like, you don't know me. I'm pretty high strung. Uh, okay, let's. Where's my phone keeps shutting off, man? It's fucking stupid Samsung. Um. Oh yeah. So do you have any major streaming goals? Are you a partner yet?
Yeah, I'm partner. I got it when I was part of STDX, who's now Lazarus. We got it from being a part of their team, but I end up hitting. I still have the goals hit. It's just that helped me go not have to go through the whole application process and everything. Like how
I want to get
it
into
seems like
it.
that could be a pain for people. Yeah, it's so if you, once you hit the requirements when you apply, what I was told, I forget who told me. I don't know if it was Super Verta. The most important part of of the application is the essay. I guess they really look into that. So if you know someone who like writes papers for a living or like an English teacher, have them look it over because that's I think what got him in the one after like a couple failed attempts.
Oh, I'm deadly with the English language. I used to write children's books back in school.
Really?
Oh yeah, when I was in school, I used to write children's books that they publish in my own school library, which is really cool. I love
There
reading.
you
I'm a
you're
wordsmith.
you're a step up for me then on that because I always hated English class. That was my least favorite one.
I don't particularly enjoy it, but
Hmm.
the use of the English language is awesome. And okay, in business, I'm going to tell you one. Like I tell everybody, I love giving advice. If somebody listens, they can listen. If they don't have to. But I take so many. I'm certified in 13 different areas, and one of the most important things I've ever learned is the importance of communication and proper language. So I do a lot of customer relations stuff. I do a lot of big company stuff. So um, when I do fire restorations, when you word when you clean, you have to clean twice. So you do something twice, and then on the bill you charge twice. Companies will not pay you if it's not worded properly. They'll tell you, well, why did you clean twice? You obviously don't know what you're doing. But if you write the proper terminologies, they don't even question. They just pay you. So the effectiveness of proper communication, like I detail cars, and I told this guy one day, he goes, I got some dog hair. I said, okay, well, there's an extra charge for dog hair. So I cleaned the car, and this was not a little dog hair. This was like matted down. Took me 4 hours of vacuum. Guy comes, picks up his car. I told him the price. He goes, "Oh, hey, whoa, that's too much." I said, "Well, I told you there was an extra charge, but you didn't say 50." I said, "I know, but I said an extra charge." He said, "You didn't say 50." I said, "I know," and I'm like, "All right, so next time we talk to somebody, it's $50 extra charge because the language is everything, and that's my true belief."
Right.
Is language is everything. If you're trying to communicate an idea and you say the wrong words in the same, and people take it differently, or it's misunderstood, and your point's not put across properly. So I take my time to try and mostly think about what I'm gonna say. So yeah,
Right.
it's really important. The language is everything, man. Hey, are you sponsored or looking to get sponsored by anybody?
So right now, I'm currently not. I mean, I'm open to anything at this point. It's just I haven't really been trying hard to reach out. If someone came to me or that, I'd be interested. But there's nothing. I was with, like I said, I was with Lazarus, and then for 20, I was with Problematic. But now I'm kind of just doing my own thing. If something comes up, great. But if not, I mean, I don't have an issue doing what I'm doing too.
Well, maybe put it to you like this: if you could be sponsored by somebody, who would you actually try and go after?
Um, See, being with the gaming organizations were nice, and I'm open to that still. But I think I'd want to get more involved with like I'm trying to think like starting to get involved with like a company or like a product or that something that like not just like any company, something that I use every day. Like I kind of have a loose sponsorship with the chair company I have right now, Bullies. It's a chair I'm actually using. Um, but like
Is
something
it
along
really
those
super
lines.
comfortable?
Yeah, so it's see the logo. It's in my Twitter bio. The company, Bullies. What they sent me one of these chairs a year or two ago. But I've just always been streaming in it. But it's like what I find interesting. It's all memory foam. Like even the armrests are memory foam,
Hmm.
and it's all like a zipper, so I can replace them if they got like bad or something.
Cool. That's a
The
unique
foam inside.
feature, kind of. I've never seen that.
Mhm.
Look at my chair. It's kind of nice too, man. It's a Cobra. It's a blue black. It's nice.
When'd you get that?
I got it a little while ago. I had my mother passed away a little while ago, and she left me this real big recliner, and it was so comfortable. And like I couldn't play games in it. I don't know. I don't know if you're like this. When you sit back, you can't play. I gotta be up. If I'm trying
Yeah.
to chill, I cannot play. It's like a different
Mhm.
freaking world. So I had to sell that big comfy chair. I used to kick back and recline with my feet up, and I'm like, I can't do this anymore, man, for hours on the time. So I got this
Yeah.
chair.
Then what's cool too is if I lay this off, I don't know if you can see, I can go back like it's almost like a rocking chair. Like it lets me just lean all the way back in it.
I hate that feeling right there. I'm gonna fucking fall over.
No, I love it. It's just, but if I come up and I switch this back,
Yeah.
it's fine again. So I can turn it on and off as I like.
Is that an expensive chair?
This one I think was like 300 on their site, but I know
That's American,
they
right?
have.
Though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
They have
500
they,
Canadian.
they have new models out though now, so I'm not sure how different they are. I know one of my buddies got one from this company. He said his now has a footrest and Bluetooth speakers in it, which is crazy. But yeah, I don't know. I think they're getting a little crazy with some of these new features.
Oh, my dog! I don't know if you can hear. I got an 11-year-old chocolate lab, and he's going a little senile. Like he just comes up with these crazy barks. Like yeah, there you can hear him in the background. He's just barking
I
upstairs.
I actually can't hear him, so it might be your mic's just doing a good job of taking away all that.
Okay, good, because he's really irritating me right.
Hmm.
Um,
Uh, what does Big Simp say? Am I interested in a Barstool sponsorship? If that opportunity presented itself, I don't think I could say no
a bar stool.
for sure.
So I do you drink? You don't drink, do you, Pins?
A little bit, time to time.
A little bit. Like, what's your drink of choice?
Uh, I mean any light beer I'm cool with. In terms of, I don't know if you've ever had it. I think it's peanut butter whiskey. Do you ever have you ever heard of Screwball?
Oh no, peanut butter.
I tried that 2 weeks ago, but it's weird because like it's right when you like drink it, right when you like say if you because I cringe on like whenever I take a shot or that. Right when you're about to get that, you just get like your mouth just fills with peanut butter and it just goes away, which is nice. But
Peanut butter whiskey.
yeah,
Who makes
it
it?
sounds. The name of the company is Screwball. I could send you a picture of it after.
Yeah, just send it to me on Twitter or something.
Okay.
And
Yeah, but that and then I like my Pink Whitney too from
Pink
Barstool
Whitney's
actually.
deadly, man. I like that, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
Pink Whitney, man. That's good stuff. Yeah,
Hmm.
I might. Hey, might have to go get me some tonight. Um, no, I drink pretty much every day and too much all the time. That's another story for another day. But I would love to get sponsored by Bacardi because Bacardi White Rum is my favorite alcohol.
Really.
Yeah, like I actually have ties. My great grandparents were rum runners, so rum has been in my family forever. I love white rum. I love it.
Hmm.
I really do.
I can't really say I've had that a lot, but wait, what's Big Sim said? So what's interesting too is have you listened to Spittin' Chicklets from Barstool?
Ha- Spin? No, I have not.
So it's a podcast with Paul Bissonnette and Ryan Whitney, and they'll just get people on. They'll talk about like the other side of the NHL, like just funny stories they've had playing like on the ice, things said, or like outside the ice.
Hmm.
But what's funny is both their careers started in Wilkes-Barre. And like, so I grew up watching these guys, and like the people they'll bring on, like they'll always talk about stories from Wilkes-Barre, and it's like I was a season ticket holder. I grew up playing for the U team, which is what like Jrpens is, but like just it's like my childhood idols. They're on there
That's
talking
cool.
about like behind the scenes from when I grew up watching them. Like they'll reference games that I was at all the time, and I think it's like
That-
it's extra special for me because I can like get that like attachment to it.
Um, I really don't have any other questions for you. I was gonna say, is there anything you wanted to add? Anything you wanted to talk about? Upcoming project? Anything? Floor is yours. Or else we're gonna have the chat ask some questions if they want.
Um, Nothing that comes to mind. What was this? So, what do you? How do you feel about like with the whole? Because this is the thing I saw. Because I think you're on the same page as me. But there was a bit of a commotion going on today on Twitter. People saying they should either get rid of team synergies or have special cards say that they're worth more, where you can like change the synergy on them if you wanted.
Well, no, I don't know, man. That is a good idea, but honestly, like this, I like this system, man. I do, man. Like this is only my second year in Hut, so I'm kind of
Right.
newer at it. But I'm really getting into the like making different teams. Like I have three different teams on the go right now, and I can buy a card and plug it in one place if it has three different sins and see how it reacts with the different teams. I don't know, man.
Right.
I think it would limit the options for that if they try to do that. That's what I think.
Right, because I think if you have it so they could change it or like buy a card that can change it a player synergy, I think that's stupid because that removes the whole like solving a puzzle.
Hmm.
But so how it used to be on like the PS3 and like on like NHL 14 was it was called chemistry. So like for example, my first line's Matthews, Couturier, Lafleur. So it's Toronto, Flyers, Montreal. For them to have the best chemistry to boost themselves, you would need say Matthews is Toronto. I would have to buy a Toronto card, like a Toronto add-on, like consumable for Couturier and Lafleur, and once they all Toronto, then they'll be good.
Well,
Which
that might
I
have
wasn't
something.
big on. I don't know if I was big on that. What I think I like though is how like franchise mode. I think it's sniper, playmaker, two-way forward gives you the best boost. I think everyone gets a +5 boost. Maybe if they did something like that where it's player styles. I don't know if that could be an option. Maybe like for line chemistry.
You know what I don't. Okay, here's one thing I don't understand. When they do the
Okay.
dynamic duo, you buy both cards. So what? You get the synergy. Okay, that's what's the difference.
So
Okay,
yeah,
I got the two cards. They have a synergy. That's like buying. So every card's a dynamic duo, right? Like,
no, it's funny you mentioned that because I thought like when they came out that last year, I thought the same thing. I'm like,
what the hell?
okay, so I get both of these cards.
Yeah,
Do they like boost each other or what happens there?
nothing. Nothing.
Yeah.
Supposedly I'm supposed to DM Crackshot TV. Are you a representative of Bacardi? He's like, hey, you sound like a cool dude. I'm from Bacardi. You want some alcohol? Oh yeah, I'll put your big old bird in front of my screen all day long. Sponsored by Bacardi, baby. I
Crackshot. He's one. Was he one of the commentators from Northern Arena? I think, right?
I have no
Yeah, he
idea.
was. Yeah,
Crackshot,
yeah.
please elaborate.
He commentated a lot of our games.
Okay, cool. Sass Drifter, please DM. What am I supposed to DM you though? Hi, hi. What's up, Crackshot? I don't know what to DM you. I, I, I don't. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. DM me on Twitter after the stream. Okay,
Okay.
for sure, bro. For sure, man. Junior Penn said knows you. It's good. It's cool. You're cool. You're cool. You can come in the club. You're not on the list, but we're gonna put you on the list so we can talk. So is it? Hey, can you give me a mess? Is it Crackshot TV on Twitter also? Just wondering.
I'll just see. I forget what his Twitter is. I don't. I get goofed up. Twitch and Twitter handles always mess me up.
I'll follow you right now so you can find me.
Okay,
Okay,
here we
mine's
go.
Saskol1. 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 You know what? Want to hear something funny? I'll tell you while he's sending me this. Okay, see this hat right here, Saskol.
Yeah.
Okay, I I went fucking to visit my friend in BC who moved there, and I when I was going into the airport, I took my hat and I was wearing it, and ladies asked, "Don't you wear that hat into the airport?" I'm like, "Why? People are gonna look at you funny." And I was like, they already do, but that's not the point. So I walked through the airport and people were staring at me like, Saskol, what's that? That's and listen to this. So I get up there and I handing my passport, or not my passport, my ticket and my ID to the clerk there. She looks at the hat and she's like, Saskol, what is that? Well, I stream. I told her I'm from Saskatchewan. I'm an asshole and I'm known as Saskol. So I get in people's their skin, so I call myself Saskol. And she's like, I loved it. And you want to hear the funny part? Returning to the same airport, I came in and she was at a totally different gate, and she's like, "Hey, Saskol!" I was like, "That's freaking hilarious." And then so many people came up and said, "I like that hat. Where did you get it?" I was like, "I got a friend who makes hats, but this is my the way people know me." It's like I don't care, good or bad, nothing bad. There's no such thing as bad publicity.
Have you thought of dropping like a merch line with that?
Oh, not yet. But see this right here, my realist gamers. We have hoodies, hats, and hoodie. Here's our hat. There's our realist gamer hat right there. Real nice hats.
Oh, okay.
We have
And what's this again?
what's up?
What's this again? Realist gamer.
Yeah, here I'll show you. We have it. Here's the where you can order it. I haven't. I'm just getting started. This is I'm using see this T-shirt I'm wearing right now. We got hoodies like this. We got really deadly hoodies.
Hmm.
I just bought like a certain small amount, like 10 of each. And this is a person's company that is a friend of mine that she built. So and she's really good at this. And we're gonna have a tag her link on All Out Graphics. Oh, not RG. Sorry. I put the wrong link here. Real Gamers merchandise right there. Her company is called All Out, and she's from where I am, and she can make anything and ship it worldwide too. So if anybody's looking for good merchandise, they're a great group to get a hold of. They make good quality stuff. They actually make all my company cards, my outfits. They've done all my vehicle wraps. They've done everything. So All Out Graphics in my city. And I said, you help me, give me a good price, and I'll promote your guys' stuff. And hopefully, because of COVID, they don't have traffic either. I said, it doesn't matter. This is all online. People are always looking for merchandise. So we use these for that. So if things go good with a little bit, I'll get more. And we're going to get more colors. Like I'm planning on getting a yellow one like this with this. Look at this logo. Here, look, I'm going to put my titties up close just like a titty streamer. Look at that logo.
That's sweet.
Yeah, it's a Realist Gamers. It's like a world picture, and it's my Discord. It's my Realist Gamers. It's my Realist Gamers Discord. That's how I started to try and when I first started, I didn't have anybody to watch me. I was like, well, I'm gonna start a group, and I'm like, well, I'm a real gamer. Well, we're the Realist Gamers. I was like, yeah, I like that. We're the Realist Gamers.
Yeah, I like that too.
Okay,
I'll check that site out.
Yeah, for sure. All Out the graphics. They got the pictures. Well, I hope they better have them. I'll give them shit if they don't. But no. But it's not about me. It's about you. So does anybody want to ask a question of a PG-13 question?
I saw there's a couple in here.
Okay. Well, if you see any, you can answer them.
Okay. First is from Quigs. As a Penguins fan, obviously an outsider, how do you feel about the Flyers and their future prospects as a good team for years to come? The Flyers are, I think, I hate to say this. I don't know if I want to say it, but
he's like, I don't know.
I think they're on the come up a bit. Like, because it seemed like for years their struggle was a goalie, and I think they finally found that in Carter Hart.
And
yeah, exactly. But then you got guys coming in, like some of the guys they're picking up now, like Provorov, Gostisbehere. I mean, Couturier's and Kevin Hayes. That I love watching that guy play because he's not like overly skilled with anything. He's just a very, very smart player and just knows how to use his body to his advantage. But
what the hell did I put your?
There's no 91 on Twitch. I changed it.
Oh, okay, sorry. I just changed it.
Connect me to, yeah. But see, I feel like the best gauge for it is my favorite. I hate saying it. My favorite versus team to use in NHL 21 is the Philadelphia Flyers.
Are they awesome?
Yeah, so they have Couturier and Giroux with 90 faceoffs, and they just got a good size and speed. Them in Calgary, I like using the most. I hate to say it, but like I'm just being
I can see that. Like, you're actually like, I can't say the words. You just it hurts to say the words. It's no good.
I don't know, but I mean, I do what I have to win, but.
Oh, it's so funny just because all this whole interview you've been like this, and then you're like, get a Flyers.
And I think they're the 5th or 6th most favored team to win the Cup this year.
Okay.
I saw the odds on right now, and they're ahead of the Pens, which I don't know if that's true, but we'll see. We'll see.
You know, I'll tell you something real about me. I say my favorite team's Edmonton, but I'm probably one of the worst persons to watch hockey with, because I'm more about the great plays of hockey than a certain team. So if I'm cheering for somebody, I'm like, the other team scores, I'm like, damn, I'm not bandwagon, but I'm like, that's beautiful hockey they just did.
So I've tried to just say like I like the Penguins obviously, but I try to be a hockey fan too, where I appreciate like stuff developing and like, some of the things again. The coaching, the other thing too that helps, I think, me stomach it more is the coaching staff on the Flyers. Mm-hmm. Like you have Alain Vigneault, so the Vancouver is like my favorite Western Conference team, and he was the coach back when the Canucks were on their deep run, and I liked him as a coach, and he's running it now. And then you have Michel Therrien and Mike Yeo, which again, I grew up watching both of them coach Wilkes-Barre, and I actually played a year or two with Mike Yo's daughter when we were like younger with hockey. So I know of him through that. So like seeing them have success with the team too is also pretty cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah, freaking. I love hockey so much. Before like I just wish I could have played in hockey. I got scouted to Double A hockey without ever playing Pens.
Really?
Yeah, I got scouted on an outdoor rink because right around where I live, we have a high Aboriginal Native community, and they are at a high level. They have their own tournaments, and when they're not playing, when they want to go kick people's asses or play real rough hockey, they go in the outdoor rinks, and I was always lived beside them, so I that's how I got to play. So I would play with monster guys. I literally would lay out with my little tiny body. I'd lay out like 6'4", 300-pound dudes, just crushing them. I used to slap shot so
So
hard and everything. I loved hockey. It was my video games before video games.
how tall are you? Would you
Five
say?
seven.
5'7"?
I'm a short little fucker.
Okay.
But
I'm like 5'10", but that was one thing that hurt me in real life. I was 5'8" when I was a peewee, like when I was 12.
shorty.
So that no,
You're taller than me at 12. Shut up.
well, no, that's the thing. So I was 5'8" then, and everyone else was like 5'2". So I towered over everyone. It was so easy to play.
Mm,
And then next thing you know, I'm 5'10" now. I've grown 2 inches since, and everyone else has just
skyrocket. Yeah.
been going over me. Now, like me playing my last couple of years, I was one of the smallest guys.
Put it to you like this: the city where I live in, they hated me because every year they had to replace the boards. You know why? Because on weekends I'd go from the morning till the lights shut off, and I would keep picking points on one board until the hole was there. That's how I could literally slap shots so hard I could put it through the boards, man.
Well,
I used to be able to wrist the entire length of a regular size hockey from one end to the other wrist shot in the air, the entire freaking distance. Like it's
well,
I loved hockey so much. I loved it because when you play football, if you're 300 pounds and you're 6'6", you're not getting taken out by a 5'7", 115-pound guy. I don't care how good he is.
I was about to say it sounds like you have barrage and balance.
Oh, I'm barrage and balance all the way. But when you're a little guy and you're playing hockey, here was my one favorite trick. I don't know if you're a hitter. I'm a hitter, so I pretend like I don't see you coming, and as soon as you're there, I'd step in and just kill. I'd lay out the biggest guy, so my peripherals are really good, and they would come and hit me, and I go boom, step right into them, and I loved rocking the big dudes. They just. I'm just like, nah, I got you. I'm just a little guy.
So, have you ever experimented in hut using bigger guys?
Last year, yes, because it was the meta. This year, it's not
Yeah.
quite the meta, so not really. Have you?
Okay. So, well, for 19 and 20, every forward on my team was 6'3" or taller, and my defensemen were all 6'5" or taller. This year, I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm using smaller guys now, but I'm kind of thinking the bigger guys will take over as the year progresses. I'm just trying to see if that happens. But like right now, Couturier is an end game card. This Matthews honestly could be, but I'll be slotting him out later. Like Lemieux, I'm noticing my teams. The bigger guys are starting to take over slowly.
Yes, they
Is
are.
what I'm
Because
noticing.
the little guys are awesome. They're fast, but don't
Mhm.
touch them; they blow up.
Yeah. Just had to sneeze on them, and they're
Yeah, that's
done for the game.
especially if you got a 6'3" or bigger that has even 88 or 89. It's not much of a difference, and they hit you, and there's a big difference there.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
so I don't think there's many more questions. I'm gonna. We're gonna do a little game. We're gonna do a secondary game because.
Okay.
So this is gonna be a trivia game, okay?
Okay.
And got 5 questions, and you get three out of 5 right. I will sub 5 to you next time you're on. I'll give you a 5 sub bomb courtesy of the Sask Show. We always do.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so first question. We're gonna give you. It's gonna be multiple choice, so we'll try and make it easy so you do get your 3 because we don't want you to lose here. We don't want to have any losers here. Okay, so most points of all time for Penguins. We got Mario Lemieux, Sidney Crosby, or Yager. Who has the most points?
In a season or all time?
All time.
All time.
It's either Mario, Sidney, or Yager.
Okay, here's my next question. Is it only during their time on the Penguins?
Just we're just gonna say Penguins. This franchise who has the most points for
Just
that's
just
it. Just the
Penguins.
Penguins.
Uh, I'm gonna go with Lemieux on this one.
Bingo bango. That's number one. That's one. That's pretty good.
Yeah, Chad's trying to tell me Yager.
No. He was third. He was third on
If
the list. Sidney Crosby
if
was
it was
second.
yeah, if it was just all time, like
Yeah.
outside of Penguins, that would be trickier. But
No,
that's
this is
that's
just,
what
I'm just that's why I'm just doing Penguins one for this one.
I got you.
Okay. Next one. How many Five Finger Death Punch albums are there? And I'm not talking like other albums where there's like greatest hits. Just how many? And I'm gonna give you three choices:
Okay.
6, 8, or 9.
Trying to think right now.
Would you like to call a friend? No, just kidding.
let me think.
6, 8, or 9.
8.
You got it again. That's 2. That's pretty good, man.
Yeah, that was more of a guess
It's
than
okay, but they
I
actually
knew it
have
was in that
10.
range.
They actually have 10, but two of
Okay.
them are collaboration things where like almost like greatest hits kind of, not greatest
Hmm.
hits, but like other songs from different albums. There's actually 8,
Right.
and I love that because I love that band. That's really honestly pretty much my favorite band. They're consistently
Really.
awesome too. Yeah, I really like them.
So we're on the same page there.
Yeah, it's good, man. It's nice to be on the same page. Okay, this one's where did pizza originate? We got three choices: Italy, Germany, or USA.
I don't know if this is a trick question or not. I'm gonna say Italy.
You're absolutely right.
Okay.
I know. When I looked it up, I'm like, it better be Italy because I'm pretty sure it's Italy.
I didn't know if this was gonna be like a where do French fries originate from
The
question.
Yager. The answer is Yager. Yeah, it originated in Yager. Yager's not a country. Um, um, let's see. All right, you're gonna like this one. How many seasons of SpongeBob are there? There's three choices: 10, 13, or 15.
13.
Fuck, you're good. You already got it. You did it. Fuck,
I
you do
so
like SpongeBob.
before you gave the answer, 12 and 13 were in my head, so that's where I was going off of.
Damn,
Or before you gave the multiple choice.
that was good. Damn, I like. Okay, can you agree? I'm not a huge fan. I like the show. I just never got into it, but I've watched a couple. That's not a children's show. That's not a children's show at all. That's not a children's show. No way.
It so the way I see it, it started out that way. Then the SpongeBob movie hit, which was good, and then after that, it catered more toward a children's show. But before that, those were like the golden episodes.
Okay. Um, did you say how old you were? I think. Did you say?
I'm 24.
Okay, so you're 24. Since you like that, and if you like cartoons, do you know who Ren and Stimpy are?
I do. I think that was just before me when it was big,
I,
but I still watched it a little bit. But I don't have a really good memory on the
Ren
show.
and Stimpy, I think you'd enjoy. Those two are crazy. It's nuts, man. They're sick. They're
I,
literally sick. Like I don't know how that stuff gets on TV. Like that's supposed to be aimed at kids, and good thing kids aren't that smart. Well, some of them are, but not many. But
yeah, then you go back and watch it years later, and then
and
you're
we're
like,
just
oh, well, that's what that.
you're like, whoa, I didn't get that joke. That's pretty funny. So this one's just a bonus question. You did get it. So next time you're on the SAS show, we'll come and drop you 5 gifted subs
Okay,
for being
thank
super
you.
deadly. No problem, man. We like to support the people, and we don't. What do I need my money for? Like I don't do anything no more. So just
Mhm.
play games. We're gonna ask this last question. Okay, what stadium does the Cardinals play in? Is it Fenway, City Field, or State Farm?
Okay, so they changed the name of their stadium since I've last known. Because out of all my sports teams, I follow them the least. Say the last two again, because it's not Fenway.
Okay, so it's Fenway, City Field, or State Farm.
State Farm.
You got it. Bam. You're good. Damn. I thought I was gonna. These questions weren't too easy, but they seem
So,
really easy.
here is Crackshot still here?
Yo,
Is that
Crackshot.
I want to answer his question, but I'd like him to be here for it.
Crack shot, hello.
I don't know if
Paging
you said.
crack shot. Paging crack shot. Over. Apparently not. He might be gone.
Yeah, it might be gone. Well, he said. He said, "How fun was it to beat Gren?" He's talking about Northern Arena.
Yeah.
I was gonna say feels pretty good being 3-0 against them in tournaments.
Is that this year or last year?
All time.
Ooh. So is that since he's gotten like I've followed him a little bit. I think he's getting better. Have you played him like recently or?
I played him once this year when I had an experimental team in Rivals, and he beat me with his God Squad 5-2.
God Squad. Ugh.
But he's top. I'd say top 3 in the world, but just riding the momentum as while I have it.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, he's he's one of the elites for sure.
Yeah, he's funny, man. Yeah, I get a kick out of him.
Yeah.
I just sit and watch and laugh. He's got that little blue light. You can't see him. He just looks like a little blue.
Well, when he plays, he's just like when he's like in the big, he has controller and he.
Yeah, you just see like the top. Yeah, that's elite forehead right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so last night when you said we want to play some threes, right?
Yeah.
You still want to? A couple games?
I'm down. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm down.
So, right now, Effort, are you still here? Effort and Nate. Effort is my producer, and
Okay.
yeah, he's really good on the defense or goalie. He's just learning goalie, and you can pick your spot and we'll rotate around you. I don't really care where I play. Where do you like to play on threes?
Anywhere but goal. Center or defense, preferably.
Okay, I'd let you play center because I'm a winger.
Okay.
But
So we can get that chemistry going.
yeah, no, we'll see, man. I was excited when you asked. No other player it's been on here said, "Hey, want to play a game?"
Yeah.
Except for Geimer. Geimer and me play friendlies once in a while.
Really.
Oh yeah.
How's that go? With him.
Well, it is expected. Hey, I'll put it to you like this: Geimer himself will say that he can barely cross crease against me. So that's.
Yeah, he what's interesting with him, so when I made Vegas in 18, that's when he first messaged me. I think he was like 14 at the time, and he was asking me like how can he play top guys and how can he get involved with the community. So like that was kind of his like first starting out, and then he started like playing money games now for people. And at first, like, I mean, I want not at first like I was winning, I was beating him pretty much every time, and now it's like a full sweat fest whenever I play him.
Dude,
just from him work the last couple of years.
Okay, do you agree with me that kid's fingers are bionic, man? Like literally bionic.
I didn't notice that until I played him in a tournament last weekend. He beat me in overtime, and because I haven't played him in a while since then, I was thinking, man, this kid's he's been grinding.
Dude, okay. The thing is, I have here. Have you seen my old thumbs, man? My old thumbs emote is hilarious, man. And this is purposely built for me. Look at this. These old thumbs, man. That's my excuse.
I like that.
And anyway, so I know how to do all the stuff in the game. I know how to LT. I know how to do all the deeks. I know how to do all that shit, right? Jrpens got the old thumbs. So you can't use that. No, your thumbs are not old. No, but I know
they're getting there. I'm 24 now. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, you're 24. You're getting close to 30. But when you play somebody and when you understand what they're doing, you're like, holy shit, that's crazy. That's actually crazy. That's literally crazy. Like when you play him, when I first played him the first time, because he was one of the first pro players or very good players that allowed me to play him. Had a shitty game, and then I played him again a little while ago, and literally, he had to glitch goal me because he couldn't get a cross crease. So I felt good about that. I was like, yeah, okay, we forcing him to do some shit. Okay, he's like, I don't want a goal like this, but whatever. I can't get it. No.
What goal was it that he had, the glitch goal? Do you remember?
Just it was more short side. Like the short side snipes are not necessarily glitch goals, but like high percentage going.
Yeah, I know what
I
you're
don't
saying.
like calling. It's just like when people call a cross crease a glitch shot. Kind of called good hockey. I don't know. It's like I like
Yeah,
it. I don't mind it. Only problem I have with cross creases is if you had three guys or two guys in front of them and they still get through, like the force pass you talk about.
hmm
If you're not there, you're not there. You can only blame yourself. But literally, if you
yeah,
have two guys standing in there, they're not. This is not getting through. It's,
yeah. So I have my build in like ESHL on PS4 is a playmaker with two traits. So I have 95 passing, 95 offensive awareness. So when I'm in threes, I could pass it through all three guys on the other team at once.
okay. Well, okay, I want to. Can we rewind that? What was that again?
So my player build on PS4 for World of Chell is a playmaker. Let me see what my traits are. I'm going in right now. So I'm a playmaker with precise passing 2, dirty dangles 1, and then stretch passer. So I'm 6 foot, 173, 87 speed, and then my passing and offensive awareness are both 95. So I can pass through like all three guys on the other team in threes.
Wow. You might have to send me that playmaker build. Man. That's nice.
Yeah, I use it in sixes for that Columbus tournament. I think in 8 games, I only have 4 goals, but I think 19 assists because I'm just forcing passes through everyone.
That's pretty crazy, man. That's actually kind of nuts. I don't really like playmaker. I seem to drop the puck every time I do a little dangle. I hate that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't like that.
Yeah, I'll send this to you real quick. Let me take a picture. The only hit is my wrist shot power goes down to a 69. So I just kind of accepted I'm not scoring goals like snipes, but
That's all right. You're like, I don't need to.
I like setting people up more though, so it works out for me.
You like setting people up more?
Yeah.
I, that's crazy. That's
I
very
just DM'd you on Twitter.
unselfish. That's pretty cool, man. Oh, Geimer's on too. I should invite Geimer.
I can see if he wants to hop on.
Yeah, that'd be fucking hilarious. It'd be awesome as shit. Me and Geimer, you, and then I'm trying to get effort. I try to get Nate the Farmer. Let's see if Nate the Farmer wants to play here. I'm trying to invite him. I'm gonna get you. I'm inviting you guys to just a drop-in game, not a club or nothing, just for funsies. One.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about, me. Okay, where are you not on here?
I'm on. I'm just always offline. So if you just type in my name, it'll go.
It's just Jrpens, right?
91
Okay,
for
yeah,
P.
that's where I get the 91 from. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm like, am I freaking making up your 91? I'm like, what the hell? There we go. Yeah, because yeah, appearing offline is it's a
There it
way to
is.
go. So, um, yeah, I think we're just gonna do party chat after this. I'm gonna probably shut this down. Um, have you seen this? Have you seen this scene on mine? Check it out right now.